Hello?
Something's hiding behind that statue!
Who could it be?
It's a baby Tommysaur! So cute! Although, why is it staring at us?
Don't question it. Don't question it. It's so cute. Oh my god. You're so precious. Oh god, are you hypnotizing us? Oh.
Traveler!
Bitch. How did they betray me like that? Hello? What is this place? It's okay, I would let it know me too. I love them so much. Yes, yes, hi, Elder Bowl. What are you doing? Why am I here? Who are you? Ooh. We are brethren. What, I'm guessing follow? Okay, I can. Woo. Homie disappeared. Okay.
How long was Paimon out?
You also passed out?
Paimon locked eyes with that baby Tommysaur for like a second. And then she was suddenly pulled into this strange place with a huge Tommysaur.
Yeah, same. But also, why weren't you there with me? Also, I do like the fact that now you can select the answers just by using your keyboard. Thank you, Genshin. I appreciate that we put this over from HSR. This helps a lot.
Any idea what happened?
No.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong?
We're being summoned. Oh, I would do anything for it.
Tommysaur! Seems like it wants us to follow it. Paimon's adventurous side says we have to see where this leads.
I'm in. Let's go. Stop. You're so cute. I would do anything for that little Tommysaur. This area is so pretty, though.
The graffiti on the wall is glowing! Masters of the Night Wind. And by the looks of it, masters of nightlife, too.
It's so pretty, though. I love their designs. Ah! Look at me. I'm so cute! Wait, can you glide? Hold on. I'm flapping my fucking wings as hard as I can. Please keep going. Wait, I didn't realize this was gonna go off a cliff. Hold on. Wait. I'm flapping so hard. Please don't die. Please don't die. Hold sprint. Oh. You know what? I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was gonna die. Genshin is a relaxing game that I play when I stream, screaming bloody murder. This is how I relax. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wonder if we're allowed in here.
Oh.
The door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes. Aw, the Tommysaur from earlier. It's really here.
Oh my god, are you here to greet us? Hi.
Then let's go introduce ourselves.
Oh? Hello? Do I just yap with you? I'm scared. I'm scared to enter. Do a little tippy tap. Look at him walk. I love him.
Hello there. Okay. Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there.
Hey, you don't have any cogs turning in there.
Whoops. Sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder?
You dare disrespect me?
Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation. In which case, it's my job to make you feel welcome.
Okay, but Paimon was fully shit-talking you. You were allowed to call her out on that, bro. Like, don't let her disrespect you.
Some introductions are in order. I am Kaholam, one of the priests of our tribe. And this is our Iktomisaur elder, the great Tlapokpokteetstatel, a living totem among the masters of the Nightwind.
Whoa, that's quite a tongue twister.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You're welcome to do the same.
Well, we were invited here in a very unusual way.
I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability.
Oh, so he can just do that and we all know that this is a thing.
Elder Talapo has been alive for many centuries. And harbors
Centuries?
secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Talapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
Hold on. We didn't even agree to go on this task in the first place.
What sort of task? And what kind of test?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
Sure, because chat really wants to see the chief for some reason.
Okay, sure.
Literally errand impact. I thought we were finding our sister or something, but you know, we lost the plot 5 years ago.
Very well. Then please follow me. You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe.
It's just a teleport, you know, because we have that and it looks exactly like a similar thing in the chasm. You have anything to say?
You can use this scroll to go directly to
No,
the...
stop
Don't worry,
reusing
it's
the text. I love flavor text. Why would you do this to me? Okay, fine. Touch.
Something for everyone.
Oh. Shalonen was having a time. Why keep it here, though? I love the color of the flames, though. That's so pretty. Oh. Huh, it's very similar to the Sacred Flame stuff.
one of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations.
You could just casually talk to the Wyobs?
The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Okay.
Well, the Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
I mean, hey, they were the ones that I was most curious about, and you know what? I placed my bets right, because they're bat owls, or bat owls, so bowls, bowels, one of those.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him.
Okay. Oh, my bad, dude. My bad.
So, you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
Ooh, I like the headgear.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh,
He looks
no,
like
of course not.
the
Sorry, but I
Fatui
just reacted
dudes,
without
you know?
thinking.
That kind of design. What's the thing about us being appointed?
Ah, yes.
Oh, he is
Kaholam
actually
told me
huge.
about
Wait a
that.
minute.
As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
I'm sorry, you were yapping about something really important, but I was distracted by the glowing algae. Anyway, say that again?
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls.
You weave the scrolls?
And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose.
What's the difference?
And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Ictomisaur Elders' choosing.
Oh, so that's me. Am I gonna become a scribe? Oh my god, are we having our Alhaitham arc? Is that what's going on?
When the Ictomisaur Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Oh. Oh, it's definitely not a paid position.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Oh. Well, that seems like a bad business decision in general. Like, wouldn't you want someone who's skilled in the job to do the job? Can we just get Alhaitham? I don't want to do this, actually.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Night Wind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform.
Listen, Slay, you can keep traditions and also be able to change with the times. I think that's the thing that's actually really good.
I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
Okay. You're actually kind of slaying as chief, though. Right. He's so based for this.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
Why would you want us to investigate it, though? That's the weird part.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the appointed ones.
You know what? I'm curious, too. I'll help you if it means helping your tribe, you know? That's why you want to put us through the test.
Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
All right, so what does it involve?
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Okay. I don't know if this is supposed to be a direct tie, but it looks very, very similar to both the Fatui cloaks, but then also the Abyss Mage design.
Oh!
Miram removes his cloak and carefully hands it to the chief.
Please, follow me.
Oh god, he is so tall!
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space.
Uh-huh.
Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
Hold on, you're putting me in an escape room? That's your test? Oh god, I'm gonna fail.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here.
Side note. I'm gonna say the same thing for Biram as I did for Capitano. Keep the cloak on.
But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery.
We'll give it a try.
Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
Surely he didn't shave off some Iktomi for the cloak. Don't put thoughts in Hoyoverse's heads. You say anything after? God, you are so tall. You're so tall, dude.
You may begin whenever you're ready.
Okay. Bro, high key, this is what it feels like to meet Braxophone IRL. Homie is also tall. Ooh, wait. Who's that on the top?
Whoa, we really did get teleported.
Well, where's the way out?
It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Okay. Oh, we have a few locations. Check. The scroll has purposely been hung in the very middle of the ceiling. Whatever it means, it must be significant. That's an Iktomi, right? And this is a person from the clan, and those are Hilichurls. Interesting that it uses the exact same art as the Imaginarium Theater, though. There's some kind of machine here, probably used for weaving. Yeah, that's a loom, for sure. Thing around here. Some kind of teapot, kettle looking thing. Oh, that is a whole ass ghost. That was a whole ass ghost. This is a whole ass... I don't like this. I want to leave, actually. I don't like that. A large pile of woven scrolls. A thick layer of dust indicates that they've been here for a long time. Right, it's just like the Surumi ghosts. Oh, you're here too. Oh, there's two of you.
There
oh, three
are so
of you.
many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events.
Oh, wait, isn't that the dragon design?
This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells.
The colors are very distinctive too.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that?
maybe that's how we get out. By seeing things we couldn't see before.
Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
Iktomi swords have the ability to activate a unique form of elemental sight, which makes them keenly aware of things that are otherwise not so easily detected. Alright, so I need an Iktomi sword. How does one... Oh. One becomes an Iktomi sword, just like that. Hold on. Just hold on. You said by the wall, right? Am I hallucinating? I'm hallucinating.
Aha! There is something hiding here. Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
So I need to use both elemental sight and also this? Alright, buddy. Fine. Hold on. How do I get down? This is the slowest get down I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Now what? Oh, you have something here for sure, for sure. Now how do I get you? Do I have to get high? Perhaps I break it. Oh, it's an echolocation beam. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wait, there's literally a thing right there. Imagine understanding mechanics. Oh. Hey, that worked.
Whew, we finally made it out.
You know, with a little bit of skill issue and a restart, we're good.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission.
Okay, so what's your theory? A game theory, in fact.
Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls.
Oh, so like a specific ink?
It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence.
Is it a color that's not seen with the human eye?
Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
Oh, you mean elemental sight. Oh, got you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Citlali put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off.
Oh, that's me with my computer, actually.
Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color.
Oh, the red! Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I think I know what you mean.
Clearly, you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Ictomisaur Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries.
It's almost like I'm a descender or something.
Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color.
Who's to say I've ever woven a scroll before, homie?
If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool, we'll follow your lead.
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over.
Oh, sick, this is a paid position?
what are
I'm
your
not
thoughts?
an intern? I think with the ability to help comes the responsibility to do so.
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it.
Okay, Paimon.
What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Paimon, if we get money, we can buy the food.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
More works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natland until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Oh? Oh? My guide is outside.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep.
Yep. And you are?
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation. So just follow me.
Okay. Legendary color.
So the dye is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye. Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye. However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed, and so they sealed off the entrance to control access.
Oh, okay.
To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Oh my god, we're learning about color theory.
Oh, right.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Citlali, and that was 300 years ago.
You said 300, homie said 200. Which one's right?
According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kuntur. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours.
No. You keep yapping. I want to hear about you talking about artwork, actually.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art. Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in.
Oh, I want him to see the artwork, though.
Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Iktomi Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Fair enough. Alright, we'll try not to take too long.
Oh, I want him to see the artwork.
You two head on in. I'll wait right here.
Okay, if you're sure. Guess I have to use elemental sight, right? So you blocked it off with cobwebs, that was it? This is the thing that we're so enamored by, cobwebs, actually. Anyone here?
Looks like there's no way past. Maybe try the same thing as before?
Oh, there it is.
Hey, it worked! Let's head in and take a look.
Oh, it reminds me a lot of the Sumeru, like, foresty areas.
This should be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right?
Oh, is that a big Monetu?
Now, the only question is, which ones do we pick?
Probably where my special ability the chief mentioned comes in.
Well, go ahead, try it out.
But, like, multiple people have the ability for what's it called? For elemental sight, right? I didn't think it was only us that had that ability. Oh, no! I'm so upset. I'm so... I can't believe it. Why? Why? Fuck you.
You saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to grab. Dye samples. Oh, I got that.
These guys' ancestors made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story. Do you think maybe there's more artwork further inside? Seems kinda strange.
We can go take a look if you want.
Oh, no need. Paimon was just thinking aloud. Toltec's waiting for us, and we have a job to do. So maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltec.
Okay.
We're back, and we found the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Iktomi Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Okay. Thank you for the free TP.
Toltec has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff for the dye.
Ooh. Dye samples made from a special fruit found deep within a cave. They seem to be the key to making that type of woven scroll.
I see. Yes, this is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand at making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Got it!
Please come with me. Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Ooh!
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Citlali.
Oh.
She lived 200 years ago and was once appointed by the Iktomisor Elder, like yourselves. She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of course completed her task with flying colors. This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other scrolls of this variety. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Iktomisor Elder's subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work.
Okay, but she was special. But now you're about to revive an older tradition.
That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just me, but us.
Now Paimon's getting excited.
True, flying colors. I'm still in pain by that.
Bring
Thanks,
out
I
the
know.
samples.
An assistant presents the samples for test dyeing.
Now,
Okay.
as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully.
Sure, I will try my best.
The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run.
Oh, good. They accounted for my possible skill issue and said just do it. Thank God. You do not want to see me fuck up a good scroll.
Ha ha ha! Good! The dye has taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
That's so interesting. It's very similar to just general printmaking.
Okay, final step.
Apply the remaining dye.
Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed.
Did I mess up?
No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case, it looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
Yeah.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you first.
The way he was kind of just like, well, I think you didn't get my point.
Oh, sure.
Cool. Look at this view. What do you think?
It's gorgeous!
Now, try looking a little further.
Whoa, that graffiti!
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up.
Is that where all the melanin went too? You guys took all the melanin as well?
So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
You know what? Fair enough. You got a whole process. You got it down. I can't argue with that.
You're completely right. Paimon's sorry for what she said earlier. It was out of line.
Oh my god, Paimon apologizing.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from.
We're committed to helping you solve this.
Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Legendary color.
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement?
I mean, to be fair, compared to like other nations, I feel like the Fatui have been pretty hand in hand with Natlin. Considering what the captain did for Natlin, maybe they've been giving a little more leeway.
Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems off seeing them here. Let's go check it out.
I feel like this would make more sense if you're coming from Mondstadt to Natlin directly. But after everything with like Fontaine, you know, I don't know how Paimon can be like, what's a Fatus? Always a Fatus. Because we kind of see that they're not a black and white organization. They're very in like the gray area. Like there are some people who are assholes, like Dottore, while you have people like Arlecchino and Capitano who have their own reasons for doing what they're doing. They're just using the Fatui in order for them to be able to do it. You know, there's like, it's not all black and white Paimon. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. You got the Pyro one, you got a Geo one, you got a regular dude.
What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
So what if your employer's dead?
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
Technically, I feel like there's nothing stopping them from being a private employer, honestly.
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlin. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense.
Another Fontainian in a world quest specifically. Not world quest, sorry, tribal quest. I didn't know that Fontaine and Natlin had so many ties to each other other than, you know, we had the release of Fontaine and then the release of Natlin, you know?
My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlin is quite positive.
Also, he sounds like one of the guys that did the localization for the Genshin livestream. I don't know if this is the same person, but it sounds very, very similar.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait, you must be the traveler and his fairy companion.
No, we're just famous.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, Traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
Which is?
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
I'm sorry, the way she said it was so funny, but also, like, I don't think he chased us all the way to Natlan. He just happened to be here on his own business. But why would he need us specifically?
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say?
Something tells me we can't escape this one. Also, I don't think this game would let me.
All right, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Citlali, right? I need her help with something.
Oh, so you don't need my help. You just need my connections.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked?
With her personality, very slim.
Yeah, Citlali really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
And you know what? As she should.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler.
You better be paying me so much money, bro.
If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh, you better be paying me so much money, bro. We can ask, but whether or not she wants to help you, that's a whole other thing. Also, why exactly do you need her help?
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alie, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Alie. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Okay, are you a corrupt one or not corrupt one? That's the real question.
Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Citlali?
Yes, because it was in the event last patch, I think. She's the one that worked with colors, right?
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Citlali created on the battlefield.
Okay, this sounds like an allegory to something, but I don't know what you're alluding to, so I'm a little confused.
The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Citlali used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time.
Girlie, if you said, okay, let me let the history man spout the history, and then you're gonna stop him midway? I want to hear more. I want to know more.
That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Girlie, he just said he was a historical publisher.
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I need it to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
Okay, first of all, Girly Pop, did you know that they weave their history through the woven scrolls? just sounds like you're being very dismissive to their culture. That's all I gotta say.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access.
Or maybe I should shut up before the game gives me the exact explanation that I was literally saying.
Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Alier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
I'm sorry. Montlucen sounds like, you know, those like historical writers like that want to like beef up what actually happened in history, and they kind of like rewrite it a little bit so that not everything there is super factual. I'm gonna show you this. The book that was used to create the musical Hamilton was kind of like this, where like they emphasized certain more dramatical parts of history and then left out information of others. It sounds like you're in it for the money. That's all I gotta say. This is not about history anymore.
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors.
What if she doesn't want to talk about it?
If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Okay, but have we this is coming from one perspective, right? As much as I like Citlali and I trust Citlali, you're only getting one source for your historical records? That seems suspicious.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Give us more money. Give me more money that I can live freely. I don't have to worry about money anymore, and then maybe we'll consider it.
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you.
We actually should go ask her. We still have a duty. Right, we still have a duty to fulfill.
Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with wheat sealing. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Citlali. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Bro, I don't trust him. He's gonna be the villain by the end. Like, homie just wanted to do research and like, he's just like, no, but about the book publication. Like, I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Citlali, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
I really like Alier. I feel bad that he keeps getting shut down because it's just like, ooh, look at special interests that I like. I want to go and like observe everything. And this guy is just like, actually, we need to do something. Like, stop being a buzzkill, bro.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover. Citlali? Are you there? We need your help with something. Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home.
Let's try her other name.
Oh, Granny Citlali? Are you home?
The door is thrown open and you're met with a pungent smell of alcohol. Oh, she's drunk.
If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first.
So, Citlali's a real hermit, huh? Bro, your room is a hot mess. You know what? You're drunk. I'm gonna let you live, girl.
Traveler!
The door closes abruptly.
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside.
Okay.
Well, at least we didn't get turned away.
Knock, knock. Are we just gonna leave everyone else out here? Ooh, I wonder what they say. Y'all say anything?
a great shaman who has lived for hundreds of years. If she agrees to help us, there are so many things we could research.
Allier, as the provider of your research funding, I suggest you focus on our current mission. It's very important to me.
Sorry. Maybe if we get a chance in the future, then...
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, homie just wants to do research. I get it.
Huh. So this is where Citlali lives.
I didn't have time to fully clean up the place.
You
Complain
were
if you want.
drunk.
Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself.
Girl, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, I get it. Your house is messy. Some people just have messy houses according to another person, but it's actually fairly organized. I get it.
Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists.
Hey! I wonder what... You know what? Maybe not, because my teapot looks like ass. You know what? Fair enough!
Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
That's about the same thing, but it's okay. I get that. Oh.
She sure does care a lot about what we think of her.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not still, experiencing the side effects, are you?
What do you mean? Are you trying to hide something, girly pop?
It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Uh-huh, sure.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
What?
Oh, she heard me call her a hermit. That bothers her? I thought she was above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
I can still hear you, you know.
I apologize for offending you.
Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
I wonder if that's because we're an outlander, and that's why.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems.
The pay is really good.
Oh my god, girl. The slow turn
Doesn't
is
matter.
crazy!
I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
Ooh, and what if the request comes from me?
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So, you're the appointed ones this time?
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef Biram's help, we were able to make some progress.
Wait, hold on. Paimon, did you say Chef Biram? Is homie cooking in the kitchen? Like...
We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
She's just thinking. Let her think. She needs time to, like, think it through.
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
Does that mean you won't help us?
I think it was foreshadowed all along. Let's be real.
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
Grudok, fuck off, bro. Chill. We're trying to ask.
You agreed to let us do the talking. Citlali?
Bro, please kick their asses. I'm begging you. I need a scene like that. Citlali suddenly walks out and you rush after her.
Stand down, Grudok! As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
Bro, relax. I'm sorry. If he doesn't become the villain by the end of this, I don't know what else I can do.
You're lucky you didn't force Citlali's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
Okay, girly pop.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part?
Maybe because you interrupted me!
Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Teyvat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
You'll be helping me fulfill my duty, and it would mean a lot to your tribe. But what if the history was hidden for a reason? Like, maybe Huitzlin got that color out of, like, a sacrifice or something. Or, like, some unsavory way that, like, they didn't want other people being able to replicate that color. And maybe Citlali was the only person to know what was going on. Like, I feel like there has to be a reason why this history wasn't talked about more, you know?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Looks like my friendship with Citlali came in handy after all. I never took her to be the heartless type anyway.
Who are you calling heartless?
I'm not calling you heartless. I literally said, I didn't think you were heartless, okay? Reread that sentence and come back to me.
Not a problem. I always planned to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Okay.
Talk at me, why don't you?
Literally. I'd like to know too, I guess.
Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Alier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
As long as we're paid a very good wage, fine.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
Maybe because she has stake in it, but not the same stakes that that guy wants to investigate?
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
Doesn't mean that you were gonna be experiencing the same thing. Like, what if you were in a different area when like the battle happens? Or like what if you were deployed elsewhere?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molu Sol said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Wheat Celine tell you about it?
Trauma? Like, girl, there's so many reasons why she wouldn't tell her about it.
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Wheatzealing School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me.
Wait, what?
Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Wheatzealing's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough.
Yeah, that sounds like a necessary change.
As my rival, Wheatzealing only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty.
I appreciate it, girly pop. So Citlali's doing all this for me?
Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too.
All right.
The great shaman should do her part to see it done.
And you only took until now to start doing it? Oh my god, Citlali, I'm honored! A great shaman should also be a bit more organized. Oh, that's kind of rude. Traveler, you shut up. Your teapot isn't built.
Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman.
Exactly. Citlali, talk your shit.
Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
I fucking love her, bro.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Please, great shaman, help. What the fuck do you need help with, bro?
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Wheatzealing used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
I feel like there's aren't ants like they can't go past like certain colors and they think it's a wall, so they just go around it. I'm pretty sure that you can do that with humans at some point, right?
Wheatzealing was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down?
Maybe because it was forbidden, or maybe it took way too much sacrifice, so maybe they didn't want to pass it down. Like, there always has to be a reason. Or maybe she forgot. I don't know.
A technique that powerful? And no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Please don't fight.
Oh.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheatzealing was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on.
Unless...
Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But...
Is there a problem?
Most of Wheatsealing students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age.
Why are you bragging about that?
Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Run for dear life. It's like Citlali's some kind of tyrant.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor.
I'll make sure they don't run away. Who better to fend off a tyrant than a hero of Natlan?
Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler. Fine. I said I'd help, so I'll help. But
What,
don't
you're
blame
telling
me
me
if it goes wrong.
You're telling me you didn't want my spicy hot takes? Like, come on, bro.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Natlan's history is full of intriguing mysteries. It's too bad I can't talk to those priests myself.
Bro, justice for Olier. I like this guy. Oh. Can I do anything about this or... Oops, sorry.
Ha!
Does this help?
Carefully, carefully.
Oh. Did you enjoy that? Or do you not change dialogue?
Natlan's history is...
Damn, you don't change dialogue. I did something amazing and you didn't even acknowledge it. All right, goodbye.
Got a problem? Like I said, take it up with my employer.
All right, god fucking damn. I'll leave you alone, shit.
Miss Citlali seems rather reluctant to help. Maybe you could talk to her a bit more. I'll reward you for the trouble.
Maybe because you were a bitch the first time we talked to you. Like, her first impression of you is not good.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Damn, y'all are actually scared of her. That's crazy.
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
All right, relax. Holy shit.
You talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
That's all right. Relax.
We should just run.
Don't be afraid. Be not afraid.
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the traveler and his companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Wheatsealing.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Citlali?
She said they beat their asses as a kid, so probably very. She beat them in a duel, so what? There's no reason to be this terrified. Citlali is someone worthy of love and respect.
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head.
Yeah, I can. I can have my own thoughts. Not my fault that you're listening in on them, okay?
I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? No one has the guts for that.
Well, I do. Oh my god, Traveler! The flirting!
You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
What, you don't like my thoughts?
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
Girl, did y'all hear what we were saying before? Like, that ain't it.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Let me think. Elder! Hi, Elder.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Hello, I'm here too.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Oh my god, they're friends! Girly pop!
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
Yeah, bitch.
That's not possible, is it?
What do you mean that's not possible? Homie just said it.
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But you tell him, Biram.
Chief.
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitzilin, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side.
Do you guys say, oh, y'all are not here. Okay. Oh, you're all in this back corner.
Why does Granny Eatsley want to question us all of a sudden?
She can't ask questions? Like, damn.
Should we plan our answers in advance?
How would you know what we're trying to ask?
That brutal graduation exam. It's all coming back to me.
You hella traumatized them. Holy shit.
You heard the chief. There's no running away.
That was a long pause. Can I talk to the chief? Is he here? Nah. You just ran off? All right. Fine then. Can we ask a question? Oh my god, you too. I love the little bat owls. They're so cute.
Hi there, Elder Tlapo.
It's been a while. Oh my god. Hi.
Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me.
Claw? Oh my god, that's so cute. It's so precious.
Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomisaur Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
And Claw can't be cute? That's illegal. He's a little cutie pie. I would do anything for Elder Tlapo.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Huitzilin's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other.
It sounds like you and Huitziling were close.
She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
And they were friends. History would say that they're friends.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
I hate how true that rings. Like, oh my god. Like, the older you get, the smaller your friend group becomes is such a real thing.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past.
We say as we're researching about the past. Oh, what happened?
Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
What's the beef? What's going on? What do you need to make up your mind about? Oh, maybe like taking over the school or something? Talk to Biram. Oh, Biram is here. Oh my god, I totally skipped past him. My bad.
Hey there, Chief Biram.
Hi, Biram.
Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of 7 Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Easterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
You know, it's just because they're special.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Easterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point.
Something on your mind, Citlali?
Of course. The one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work.
Chief referred to himself as a humble junior. Maybe Citlali's worried she looks old?
No, that's not it.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured,
It seems
Biram,
important.
with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks then.
I love that it's literally just like she won't tell us the information because we can't read her mind. Like, this is such a convenient plot device. It's like, oh, she can read our mind, but we can't read hers, so the plot continues, you know?
If you run into any more problems, I'm always willing to help.
Thanks, homie. Appreciate you. The other priest for information? Oh, you mean the group that I talked to before?
Huh. So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzilin's legacy?
Oh my god, bitch. Why is that always the question? No! Did you even hear our question?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of 7 Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you are rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
Well, she's trying to prove that her legacy is real, so can you help us?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Citlali most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
Y'all discussing? What's going on? Are you planning a response? Or, I guess no one inherited it then.
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort.
But this is like her claim to fame. Like, why wouldn't she pass that down?
Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Citlali's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Citlali's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Homie, he just said they had a situation where they stopped. I'm gonna need Paimon to pay attention to the words that are being said, please.
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation.
But you're giving it your all, though.
That's because the request came from you.
Oh my god.
You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Nope, it's just because I'm special. It's just because I'm special that you're helping us. You recount everything you learned to Monsalon and the others.
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised.
Oh my god!
You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
Oh my god, I think this investigation could help you too, Citlali.
What makes you say that?
Because it has to do with Citlali's past.
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure.
This is therapy for Citlali time.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Ah, that's wonderful news.
Homie, we don't need the peanut gallery to be talking, okay? Let me have my dialogue.
All right, let's go visit the shaman family. Hello, are you Aisha Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Eatsley?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
Me too, bro.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Eatsley. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this point.
I mean, Yes, that's literally what it is.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eatsley. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
I wonder what Citlali looks like in those nightmares.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under Citlali, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Citlali didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Citlali was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Citlali would pass it on to us.
But how would you know what Citlali would what? That's so confusing to me.
You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Citlali's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
I mean, it could also be like he's not remembering certain things that would be useful to us. He's just not saying it because he doesn't think it's important, you know?
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Alier, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Citlali's stories were passed down to us as well.
See, I told you he probably didn't find that information useful, so he didn't tell us.
Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that?
That had a hint of a microaggression. I'm gonna need you to chill, bro.
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like Homer's Odyssey, like things like epics, like certain tales that were like passed down through word of mouth that were important or like used to transcribe certain things that happened.
Really?
How so?
Well, it's Citlali's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Well, locations can always change their name throughout time, so maybe it was called something different.
Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. Shaman?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Whitzelin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely made up.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
What do you mean?
I got you, girly pop.
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuk cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Citlali was alive. That means Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Just accept the gift, Citlali. You earned it.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Citlali? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
You know what? That's kind of smart, Paimon.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must.
I have that. I could just give that to you, girly pop.
It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yae Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends.
Girly pop, I have those in my inventory. I could just give them to you.
It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yae Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago. But it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
Girly pop, no.
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
To be fair, different region, different publishing.
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Ooh, girly pop! Get wrecked. Listen, that's your fault. You didn't do your research. Just leave the books to me. Don't forget about our pay, though.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Well, what do you think, traveler?
Let's break for the day and meet back up tomorrow. The battlefield's not going anywhere.
Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
What do you think, Citlali?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Oh my god, you are relying on your freelancer to do a job and your freelancer is saying, okay, I need this amount of time to do it, and you're complaining about it? I don't like him.
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning.
As in not being hungover in the morning, which I understand. My guess is that she wants to sleep in. Girl, wouldn't you want to sleep in too? Like, I'm with Citlali on this one.
That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
All right, as Miss Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
But I don't like him. He's fishy.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, is Granny Citlali satisfied with my answer?
Not the ubu. Are they mad at me? Like that type of thing? Relax, she's fine.
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
She's actually really nice.
To be honest, Granny Citlali almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Well, thanks for today, Citlali.
Want to grab a meal? My treat.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
Those are the important plans, Paimon. Get with it.
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your health.
Same place, girly?
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over.
That sounds like a good plan.
Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
All right. Citlali leads you to a hot air balloon.
Whoa, this is like a secret base.
Oh my god, it's a private location? I feel honored.
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here.
You know what? That's a mood.
Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great. The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks.
How do you get down after drinking is my question. I mean, she can just float
now for
down,
the
right?
mind reading issue. Give me your hand.
Just like last time?
It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break.
This is a very romantic shot. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And that should do it. Right?
This really is a one-of-a-kind view. That must be why Citlali likes to come here.
You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head?
No idea.
Oh, did
Plot
I not
reasons,
separate our
probably.
senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes.
Close my eyes? Oh my god, our
Please
foreheads
work,
are
please
touching!
work. A great shaman should be able to handle this.
Oh, I can hear Citlali's voice, though.
Okay, what about now?
I think I heard something. It sounded like your thoughts.
Huh? And now?
It's gone.
Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets worse.
What was Citlali's forehead just now? It was really... Bro, I know they're trying to do like the light novel type thing and put like a romantic spin on it, but it's so funny.
That was just to help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self.
Girl, how are you saying this shit while drunk? Like, how are you able to come up with these words?
Wait, that sounds bad.
I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
I have to agree with you.
Is Citlali drunk? She's not making much sense.
No, she's making clear sense. You just don't understand her.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease him. That's what Paimon would do.
Hey!
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people.
I mean, you live for 200 years and also, like, you're literally watching the people die around you and all you know how to do is continue on living. Yeah, I would also not be used to being close to people if I shut myself away because of that.
Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready.
What?
I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
But why live like that?
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe. Someone everyone loves and respects.
Maybe she doesn't want that responsibility.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in, You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance, but it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul.
I mean, that's something I think that was brought up with, like, the idea of erosion back all the way in Leah, right?
If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
You just don't want to get attached.
Citlali.
My approach is different. I choose to remember everyone.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that.
Actually, I might have a long lifespan. I truly have some ancient memories. Yeah, I'm an outlander. You don't know how long I've been here.
Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day.
All the more reason to remember them.
Traveler?
Oh, I really like this, like, black backdrop with just their silhouette colors. I have a friend who only lives in my memories now. In fact, you could say my memories are the sole proof that she existed in this world. So, sometimes I tell myself, as long as I remember every single friend, they will never truly die. Instead, they will live on in the world of my memories. This is interesting that we have this exact same conversation, I think, in almost every region so far. Like, the big one that I remember was Zhongli. When a friend creates memories together, there's always something to hold on to. So, if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. Me too! Me too, bro!
Is something wrong?
No.
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Citlali, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
I love her. Bro, I really like the fact that, like, I know that a lot of people are going to spin this in, like, a very romantic way, but even as, like, a friendship way, I do like the fact that, like, they're at total opposites, right? Citlali is this person that wants to hide away because of fear and, like, not wanting to show her true self out of that same fear of, like, one, losing people, but also two, like, knowing that, like, she can't change the future, really. Like, she'll just watch everyone die. And, like, the traveler having the complete opposite of that, where, yes, the traveler knows everyone will eventually fade away at some point and that death is inevitable, but they still choose to keep living. I guess it's the idea of memento mori. I just realized it's the idea of, like, you have to remember death. It's just how you deal with death will be different for different people. Like, are you Citlali, where you become so afraid of death that, like, you don't do anything and decide to hide away? Or are you acknowledging death and realizing that, yes, everything will fade one day, but I want to make the memories here and now, you know?
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
Girl, I am walking you home. Like, we gotta help the homies out. I'm not letting you walk home by yourself. Like,
is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
She doesn't need us to worry about her. She's always been like this. But I want to help!
All right. This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if Citlali will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not even be up yet.
What if we went to her house then? Like, why didn't we just go to her house to wake her up? Oh, she's here. Never mind.
Ahem.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of moderation long ago.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like alcoholism.
Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I gave everything a lot of thought, and I think you're right about something. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
Why is
Just
there one
follow
more
me.
person?
I'll confirm the location myself.
The Hydra Gunner wasn't here before.
Of course.
Suspicious. I know I was yelling at the dialogue for being suspicious about the Fatui, but also, why did we add a new party member? That's my question. Ooh. Oh no.
This should be it.
Oh, it's a hidden wall, isn't it?
So the battlefield is inside this place.
So they sealed it up for a reason. Why?
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle, all the evidence needed for publication will be at our fingertips.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before you hatch. Relax.
Everyone ready?
Let's go. Ooh, this is a... Oh, no. Okay. It's one of these. What does it say? 7 hued ruins. Finally, following Etchman's directions, Citlali managed to find the entrance to the ruined battlefield. All this time, it turns out that the secrets of the Battle of Seven Colors lay buried deep underground.
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Thank you, Allier.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
Bro, I bet there was some other reason why they came here. I swear to God. Can I get out?
Rise like smoke.
Oh, no, they barred me from going out. All right, I can't escape. Good boy. Oh, where are we going?
Show no mercy.
Hello? Okay. This looks like another cave entrance that I've seen before.
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Yes, the Abyss did attack the entire nation of Natlan and then kind of destroyed their ley lines.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
You don't think it would disappear over time? Like...
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place.
Okay.
Rudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
All right, and there's the, hey, look, I'm a villain very clearly shot.
All the bases. You got it.
What are they looking for?
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
Maybe they're, like, trying to get the color for their own purposes, for, like, the Fatui or something like that. I don't know. But, like, obviously he's going to be the villain. I just feel bad for Allier. Like, homie just wanted to actually research stuff.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that spear.
Like how? Like this? Remove or...
Yeah.
Take. Yoink? Uh-huh. Oh. And I can just pass through.
Whoa, we passed straight through! What was that? Some kind of color magic?
It's very close to the technique Citlali might have used.
There's the nudge, nudge, wink, wink. All right. Ooh, there's a chest there?
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Bro! Relax! Bro, I really don't like him!
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
Yeah!
Ugh, enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find.
Excuse me, will I take this chest that I'm sure Citlali would approve of? Ooh, there's like a bridge here, right? Or am I hallucinating? I'm hallucinating. There was no bridge there. I was about to fall to my death. Oh, oh, girl is stuck. Girl, okay.
Rise like smoke.
Hey. The purple is still reminding me very much of like, I don't know.
Hold
Sumeru
on.
certainly has
If we
scarred me.
step here, we might fall through.
You
We
mean
need the thingy.
there are traps in here?
Remember how we
Yeah.
were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because...
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now.
As I was saying before, the purple still reminds me of the Scaramouche area, and that's always like the first thing I'm gonna be reminded of. Even though I don't think this is like one-to-one, you know?
Return to the skies!
Oh? Oh my god, that is so pretty. It's like the Aurora Borealis. What if I kicked someone down this well?
What was that? What is this place?
Look, a maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Oh? How? Huh? We made a pocket dimension? Is this a Night Kingdom?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so now we can have pockets of memories. What kind of memo keeper bullshit is this?
Correct?
Hello?
Citlali?
What?
No. It's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after creating this space.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the Abyss? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first.
Wait!
That is why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory.
Wait a minute. Okay, so like if we're going back to like the summer event, right? And the little paper guys, right? They lost their color while the area was eroding, kind of like the ley lines. So, is this the tie-in?
Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for eternity. So, be brave, my friends, and march forward.
So we can also be trapped here forever. Lovely.
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless students.
Oh!
Follow me.
So apparently to be a shaman, you just have to be real good at puzzles. I'm about to fail this real bad. Oh. Okay. We go purple, right? Okay, so what happens? Oh.
Return to the skies!
Oh, never mind. I go up. Okay. I would fail. Oh my god, girly pop, I said I was about to fail! Don't do that to me. You scared the shit out of me. Don't do that. Okay, now we go yellow.
There are monsters here too?
Bro.
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
I don't even know what Traveler's thing does. I'm not even gonna lie. I got this power and I proceeded to not. Oh, that was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh. Okay, so that gets rid of that wall. Okay, so both ways will go purple.
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Citlali fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help allies navigate this place.
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
I'm assuming, right, that,
Overruled.
there has to be more than one way to solve this puzzle.
You two! Time to end them!
And that I feel like no matter what the Traveler in this sense picks, it'll be fine. Like, I really wonder if there's a way you can lose this maze. Okay, I'm going to blue. It seems like I'm going backwards, but I can't tell. Oh. Okay.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad. I'll give her that.
What if I just float across? What if I just...
Is this
okay.
a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
Okay. Yellow ain't it. Okay, no, maybe yellow is good and... No, blue is good. Blue good. I just need to make sure that I can cross. I just need to make sure that I don't fall. Oh, there is... Okay, there is a barrier. Kind of like in Sumeru. Okay. Perhaps that was not the... Oh. Oh. Okay. You know how I said, like, there's no way to lose? Perhaps I am the one who figured that out, how to do that. Did I go backwards? Oh no, this is a new location. Door of Resurrection just activated.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Hold on. This is...
Oh, okay. It's like the Chenyu Vale place.
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed.
I'm kind of curious if, like, the guy that I don't like was part of that lineage that, like, left the family a long time ago or something, because, like, it sounds like he's very familiar with what's happening.
Without that power, it's just a normal dye. But the color it produces is still quite rare. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually took place.
Also very interesting that it's Citlali's colors / March 7th colors / intertwined fate colors.
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
No, you may not.
Bro, why is he going so fucking fast?
What are you doing?
Ah, you noticed my signal. Not bad, Traveler. We make a good team.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
Yeah.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was a commercial success across Teyvat. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
I'm pretty sure he wants to take it for himself.
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
Hey, don't talk to Allier like that.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place.
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Pretending to be a book merchant, pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes was the only way to get information out of the people in this tribe. But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat.
Okay, now you lost me. What's going on?
But the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
All right, do your whole villain monologue, bro.
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
Why does she sound like the voice actress for her?
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
So you were trying to put a patent on a dye that Natlanese people already had? Bro, that's just scummy.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just, I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written. Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was our invention first.
So we're rewriting history. What kind of colonizer bullshit?
We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
Oh, not even... Bro, the colonization and the racism coming from this guy. Listen, I thought Tears-On was bad, but this is scummy. And I hate to say it, it's clever. And I don't like that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
What if I give you a portion of the profits? All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
Oh, so you're lobbying? You're bribing too? That's crazy!
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelette.
Oh my god, report it, girly.
Oh. I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry. But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed centuries too late. No matter how good the product actually is, not a single one will sell. I will never accept that someone from this backwards, ignorant nation could come up with that dye. Not 200 years before me.
Bro, the racism is crazy!
Even when the truth is right in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing, no problem.
That's crazy, bro.
All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. Then, the so-called truth becomes your word against mine. Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth of history?
Oh, Paimon, some people don't care about the truth, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some people just don't want to accept it.
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see.
You talk big game, but did you forget who you're talking to?
Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago? From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people who get on my bad side?
Ah, the wrath of Granny Citlali. Like I said, our interests aren't at odds. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation, considering Citlali was your rival. You've lived longer than her, you're far stronger than her, and yet, she has always been more revered than you. Now, that can change. With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of Teyvat. This part of Natlan's history will be mine to tell. And in my version, I can erase the Battle of Seven Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
Who says that that's what she wants?
That's not real history.
That's a no then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my Mora.
Done running your mouth? Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first.
Teach him a lesson and make it stick.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
All right, let's try that.
That's right. I didn't pay all that Mora for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
The captain. You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrader, his interests, and his wealth.
Pantalone! Bro, this is like the first time we actually got to see, like, his people.
Regrader?
The captain means nothing to them. They serve a different harbinger altogether. Regrader!
You know what'd be interesting? I know Malvika currently has to protect the Gnosis from the other Fatui that are gonna come, you know, and try and take it in order to complete the Tsaritsa's last and final mission. What if instead of one Fatui Harbinger, they said multiple? Because it's literally the last one, and we're missing, like, so many people. Like, I don't know. That would be interesting. I'd like to see all the Harbingers finally pull up for once in their lives, like...
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligns with Regrader's interests.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning!
This doesn't change anything, Paimon. Just one more guy to beat up.
I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
Here we go.
Fulfill our pact.
Laid bare.
Shiver! You can't run. Suffer the wrath of evil.
Sorry, bud. Where's this guy? Hi. It's okay. We have Arlecchino by our side. It'll be fine.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Citlali. They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so strong?
When?
Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence.
I'm sorry, we've been strong since, like, even if we were in Fontaine. Like, maybe your intel's just bad.
Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own.
Oh.
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself.
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best. Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
You!
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
Oh, that's not good.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out. Are you trying to kill me?
Yes.
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off.
Oh.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
Can do.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Homie's gonna stab himself.
Wait, don't!
Oh! Maybe he didn't stab himself. What happened? Hello?
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look different, though. What did that Fatui guy do?
Wait, how did he know that, like, touching the mechanism would cause us to go back in the memory zone? We need to find Citlali. She's probably somewhere around here, too.
Good point. She'll know how to get out of here. Let's hurry. If we don't make it out before the cave collapses, we might never be able to leave.
Where could she be?
Let's see. Citlali!
I think we need to finish the puzzle.
Looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do?
Oh, well, there's a very convenient trail. I saw the special color. It seems to be guiding me.
The special color? The one you saw in that woven scroll? Why would it appear around here?
No time to think about that.
You're right. Lead the way, traveler.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go through the puzzle. I didn't think it was just a cutscene. Oh, where am I? I'm still back here. Is it Lolly's POV now? Or is it still my POV?
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly.
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought.
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
You misunderstand, Citlali. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
But you can clearly have thought, though.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natlan.
Oh, there's the stipulation.
When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this.
Oh, so she said you have no connections. You are by yourself, girly pop. You get nothing.
This space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it, because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh?
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in this space.
But you have a connection to me, so why can't I find her?
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need.
Citlali.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me. What I want to know is, why?
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same one you taught me all those years ago. But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple color trick. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is a foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup.
Citlali, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. More specifically, you could call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, the capacity to add color to someone's memories is where the true value lies. You are fated to live a far longer life than me, Citlali. I couldn't bear the thought of all those years existing as a blank canvas in your memory, so I wanted to leave a little color behind.
Your color, you mean?
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color in someone else's memory. When that day comes, you will understand my decision.
So if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first.
I have to get out of here. That's the only way to rescue them.
It's literally the power of friendship.
Citlali, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories by force.
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk.
I have to find her!
Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who will be saved this time. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side. The kind of person I could have never anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night. This means that, even without your tutelage, he can see the color of memories.
What did you say?
Although he doesn't know how to wield it, he unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memories. That was enough to guide him to this space. You now have a connection at your disposal. Well, Citlali, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed, but the rest is a surprise.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Citlali's voice! She's just up ahead!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. Cherish them.
Huitziline.
Huitziline really told Citlali to go touch some fucking grass. That's crazy!
Citlali!
Paimon! Traveler!
We finally found you. Let's find a way to get out of here.
Hold my hand.
Oh my god. That's quite sudden. At least take me out to dinner first.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so...
Oh!
We made it out just in time!
Concealing it back up, yeah. That's probably for the best.
Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy and the others.
He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us. The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed.
So he dead.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh?
What about the Fontanians?
They were standing a bit further away, right? They probably weren't pulled into the space. Maybe they already made a run for it.
Hello?
Hell yeah!
It's one of Maluson's employees! Quick, restrain him!
He's fine.
I can explain. I had no idea Malu-san was such a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind and tried to find people to help rescue you. I'm so glad you managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
I understand.
I feel bad because all homie wanted to do was research and like acknowledge this. You know what? Maybe he's part of the solution. Didn't Biram wanted to incorporate new like techniques in order to transcribe history? He literally wants to study their history. This would be perfect.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you. I just need to know one thing. Which way did he run?
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Unless he suddenly grows a pair of wings, I think we're okay. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
I got you, girly pop. You have anything to say?
I'll wait here for the tribal guards. I'm so sorry the ruin was destroyed.
Poor guy. All right.
Get to work.
Where is homie? Oh, well, you know what? That's pretty convenient.
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs. They caught Maluson.
Something felt off about him yesterday, so I set a few things in motion. Looks like it's time for that foreshadowing to pay off.
My bank balance. No! No!
That's the first thing you're worried about, bro?
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people.
Oh.
He makes people hallucinate the thing that scares them most.
Your fucking bank balance being at 0? Homie, I live that every day.
It's particularly effective on weak-minded people like him.
Serves him right.
Hi, Claw.
I know. It was a lot to ask, making you come all the way out here during the day.
Was that a declaration? Elder Tlapo didn't appoint us to a whole other task, did he?
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before the guards arrive.
All right.
In the meantime, we have unfinished business, remember?
We do.
Right, the special scroll. But the die is buried underneath a bunch of rubble now.
Don't worry, Witziline's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me, I'll explain everything at my house. Oh, and Traveler? Everything you said about memory, I finally figured out my answer. I knew you'd want to tag along. Let's go.
Oh my god, get fucking wrecked, bro.
My bank balance.
Yeah, get fucked. Some of us live at 0 balance every day. This is the nightmare we all have to live with sometimes.
Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Witziline's technique, your participation is critical.
Okay.
What are you saying, Citlali?
Follow me.
She has a whole underground network. What the hell? Whoa! Homie's been doing work.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Girl, yes, she's the shaman.
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you directly relates to woven scrolls.
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide of war or prevent a great disaster? You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you beat me with words.
Old friend, my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid I don't have time for another match.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvests.
I know that, but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Citlali. I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now, will you accept my final request?
Just this once. I understand now, Wheatsealing. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
Okay. Well, helps you bring the woven scroll outside.
Ooh, that was her last request?
It's interesting that
We
the
are like
fabric
birds,
has...
soaring through the horizons of time.
Is that Huitzelin's voice as well? But I do like that the scroll still has, like, hints of color. It's just not as vibrant as, like, some of the other ones until they color it.
I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey.
When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
Preserving these colors in memory. That's the true identity of the appointed. That way they're not lost to piles of black and white text. Oh!
I knew you would understand.
Oh!
This is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave it, Citlali?
Remember the gifts of the spirits?
Hold on. You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave the special scroll. That must mean you're the one behind the gifts from the spirits.
Wow, Paimon, you figured it out on your own.
Well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to confuse them. The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my tricks.
Why not just tell? She wants to be left alone, girly pop.
You've carried the duty alone for all these years? Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it?
Traveler, you can see the special color, right?
Yes.
The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same.
Which requires a high amount of trust, which you don't grant very easily.
Even though I only confirmed that today, I've had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since Sweet Celine died, I haven't wanted to form that kind of connection with people.
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation.
Claw was just like, you need friends. I'm gonna force you to make friends with people. You mean he never stopped trying to find new friends for you? I didn't even read that dialogue. I'm gonna stop.
I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point. This time, though, you win, Claw. Take this. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
Oh? Is this part of a scroll?
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief. Countless people exist in my memories, and I know one day that will be my fate too. A memory living on in someone else's head. Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory and carry my color in your mind.
Oh, does this mean I'm officially your friend?
Just keep it safe. And you better not forget my color when I'm gone.
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official.
Paimon, death comes for us all, okay? Sometimes you have to remember death to enjoy life.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, Citlali, if the Traveler's going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be gold, right?
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I finally got to the bottom of it. Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Naturally, memories are also involved in that process. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory, which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire.
So, you can hear the Traveler's thoughts because you left traces of color in each other's memories? And that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too, because it works both ways, right?
Quick thinking, but only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear the Traveler's thoughts, but not the other way around. There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured out how it works, I'll get rid of it in no time.
Oh.
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again.
Oh?
I knew it.
So, is there a way to stop it?
Since the connection between our memories is already there, The only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad that they didn't fully retcon this.
Just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it.
I was just like, what is you two talking about?
It'll probably take some time, though. So bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Oh, unless I've had a few drinks.
Oh, so you can turn it off? That's a shame. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, I'm so gremlining this. I want to hear what the first one says.
A shame? I mean, if you ever miss this whole telepathy mess, I could always share my senses with you again.
We're gonna share senses? Citlali, take me out to dinner first!
No promises, though. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh my god. Oh, Citlali's handkerchief! And the scroll. Oh, we got both? Legend inscribed woven scroll. A woven scroll that Citlali helped you complete. It chronicles the legendary battle you undertook to become the hero of Natlan. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. A handkerchief that Citlali gave you as a gift. May its colors ever stay in your memory, as a present and as a promise.
Ah, you did it? Your investigation into the Battle of Seven Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you share what you learned.
Wow, the scroll is finished already.
Elder Talapo's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Traveler.
Oh, I'm finally yapping? I'm yapping, bro? You share everything you learned about the special color while keeping Citlali's contribution a secret.
I see.
You don't look surprised at all.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a dye derived from people's memories is, of course, the best choice. Now, it's just a matter of preserving this secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
In that case, I must work with our priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things, meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take that choice away from you, Traveler. You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
All right, we'll leave that to you.
And please pass along my thanks to Granny Citlali. We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and it turns out he is the reason some among our tribe started to question our history.
Oh, colonizer behavior once again!
He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of Seven Colors. The recent friction within the tribe is entirely his doing.
That's crazy. He actually spread fake news.
We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
Oh.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of nowhere.
Well, people do also forget their history. And that's why it's important to preserve it, Paimon. Thank you, Biram. We'll be on our way.
Until we meet again.
Y'all have anything to say?
Natlan's victory against the Abyss. Very fitting for a scroll like this.
I wonder how long until Elder Talapo chooses the next appointed.
Speaking of Elder Talapo, I heard he went missing yesterday. Do you know what happened?
Elder Talapo works in mysterious ways. The meaning of his departure will become clear in time, but for now, we cannot hope to fathom it.
Do they say anything? No, they just admire and watch. I can't even investigate this. This is really pretty, though. Like, this is really, really pretty. It's so shiny.
You told him everything, right?
Well, except for your part.
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits.
Yeah, but Chief Biram deserves something in return for his hard work.
I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hi, Allier.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Please, call me Allier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing, so here I am. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about Citlali. I want people outside of Natlan to hear her story, but my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Huh! Why should I let an Outlander tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity. I assure you, I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
The irony of this point being put in here when a lot of people within the Genshin community / fandom have constantly said, oh, it's technically not based on the real world. Like, it's based on it, but it's still a fantasy world. Can I just take this screenshot and just put it everywhere? Like, please, like, history deserves to be represented in a way that is faithful to its original in its original form. I understand that this is fiction, but also to twist it to become something that is almost unrecognizable is doing that culture a disservice.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Important plans?
Oh, thank you very much.
And then they yapped. Allier conducts a thorough interview, only leaving when Citlali finally runs out of patience.
Another day, another drained social battery.
We should probably get going then.
Hold on. You owe me a pair of books.
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap, huh?
Books that rare will take some time to find.
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing House in person. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay?
Okay.
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
You gave me the keys to your house? At least take me out to dinner first!
And this is?
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep.
She gave me the keys to her house! She gave me the keys to her house! Are we married? We were roommates? Are we roommates? Citlali, come back! Wait, that's the end? You give me your keys to your house! The key given to you by Citlali so that you don't have to wake me up by beating on my door while I'm drunk. You carefully place it alongside the handkerchief she gave you. After all, you collected so many keys in the past, so this one needs to have a special mark to stand out. And we were roommates! Oh, what's hers? I hope that my colors may abide in your memory always. I love that. I love that everyone's here! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that little send-off about the whole Yai Publishing House thing, like, I don't like that it just ended right there. I kind of wonder if something actually is available. Like, can we just buy it? I mean, I have the first edition copies, so I'm kind of just like, why can't I just give it to her? But there is. Someone sent me to find a couple of books. You described the books that Citlali wants to Kuroda. The first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and the limited deluxe edition of Pretty Please Kitsune Gucci? I must say, your friend clearly knows a thing or two. In terms of collection value, nothing the Yai Publishing House is currently putting out can rival the books you're after. To think I'm not acquainted with such a discerning reader. Truly regrettable. Are they available, though? You won't find either of them on the open market, and certainly not in storage. Every copy was snapped up long ago. However, I do happen to have a copy of each. I can pay you for them. I don't barely have money, but it's fine. No. These books would be far better off in your friend's possession. Someone who can appreciate their true worth. Knowing that, I'd be more than happy to give them to you. Corona! Girly! Oh my god, you're actually a homie! We just need to go to Citlali's place. Where do they say, though? Because this is our copy. I'm assuming these aren't like the first edition copy then, if that's the case. Ooh, yeah, it looks old. Oh, these have different bindings too. This one has an entirely different binding. Like, where's R1? R1 has the regular, like, this novel type binding. And then this one just looks old. The first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. Very costly item to collect on account of its limited print run. The limited deluxe edition of Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. The Yai Publishing House released this limited print run in response to its readers. Stocks were all but empty out the instant these came to market, making them a much sought after collector's item amongst light novel lovers. Now, how do I get these to Citlali? I do have her key, so can I just open up? Oh, I can just go inside. Knock, knock, Citlali. I have your stuff. Are you home, girly? Oh, there's an arrow, though. Place. Can I just put them here?
We should probably write a message. Citlali might not even notice them in all this mess.
Paimon finds a piece of paper and thinks for a moment before writing a note. What did I say? Citlali, we found the books you were looking for. You were sleeping when we got here and we didn't want to wake you. Maybe drink a little next time, huh? That's crazy! The faint sound of Citlali snoring comes from... Oh, she's actually sleeping. My bad. I just leave? If I come back, will that note still be there? Okay, so apparently a day later, you enter Citlali's home. Apparently something's different? Looks the same to me. That's all I gotta say. Oh, hey! The letter's not here anymore. This light novel is sitting quietly on the table in pristine condition. Its new owner clearly hasn't been able to bring herself to read it, choosing to simply admire it instead. The area has been intentionally wiped clean, with not even so much of a speck of dust around it. Aww! Oh, she took it. She noticed. Wait, if I... Hello? You won't even let me react to her room anymore. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, but at least she got it. She got her books. I'm happy for her. Okay. I like this story. I don't think as much as Chaska's one, but I think probably one of my favorite parts about this is that it takes a much more serious topic, you know, and kind of brings it to light in this story. Like the idea of like history being erased by colonization and like the erasure of people who have power and money wanting to erase the history of people of color and those who might not necessarily have the funds or the ability to go and like preserve their history. I like the fact that they emphasize Citlali's kind of like reluctance to be around people specifically because she fears it. She kind of fears death. It's more like she fears the loss of people. And I think she doesn't want to be hurt like that again, even though she does know that, like, I don't know, touching grass and making friends is actually good for her mental health instead of drinking all the time, you know? But I do like that fact, especially because, like, we live in a society and like, I guess current day society, there's like a lot of these topics can ring true, like the erasure of history by people who have more power and money over you. The preservation of friendships and like memories and like needing to be willing to make friends again and entrust other people. I don't know, just friendship with like connections, like having a community, you know? And I really like that about this story. I do think there was some parts of the writing that I was just like, okay, you've repeated this dialogue over and over again. I'm getting tired of it. But I think the topics that it hits on, I think resonate the most to me because it's something that I also kind of really have a lot of emphasis on. Like the idea that like one day you're going to die and there needs to be a way for you to preserve your memory. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you going to become someone like Citlali and like become this like famous person that has done a lot throughout history? Or are you gonna, you know, stay inside, not talk to anyone because you're afraid of death and living in the present? So I really, really like that topic in general. But also, like, I did have a lot of criticisms about Citlali's characterization beforehand, especially with her seeming to be like the, oh, I love Traveler. She's gonna be like the person who like falls in love with Traveler, and like it's this kind of like very typical main character worship type writing. And I was very worried that Citlali would just be that, which is why I was so hesitant about her characterization in the first place. But with this story, as much as there are some scenes where you can be like, oh, she's in love with us, this is a romantic thing, right? I could say this all day. Like, I'm sorry, she gave us her keys to her house? What in the Kaveh Al-Haytham situationship is going on there? There's like a lot of instances where just like, it could be fan servicey. It could be like, oh, this is a romantic moment, especially the forehead thing where like, oh yeah, it's supposed to help with the process. I'm pretty sure it was not. It just happens to work like that, you know? And there's a lot of ways that you can allude this to being a romantic relationship. But I don't think that's all there is to this. And I'm very glad that this is the case because the entire discussion about like, oh, I don't want to be close to you because like you'll end up dying at some point and I'm afraid of losing you can be seen in a both romantic and non-romantic sense. Like you don't want to, I don't know, be friends with someone because they might die. And you're afraid of experiencing that again is such, I guess, a hard feeling that a lot of people don't really acknowledge in their lives. So I do appreciate that this particular story could be interpreted both as a romantic or non-romantic setting. I think a lot of her characterization can fall a lot to like light novel tropes where like, oh no, suddenly I need help from the main character kind of thing. When in reality, I don't think Citlali is really like that. Citlali falls very much in the tsundere trope, and I like that this idea was explored. You can interpret it both romantically and non-romantically, which I think is interesting. Not that Citlali's characterization has to surround the Traveler, right? As much as the Traveler is the main character, I think Citlali within the writing from this story is strong enough to stand up on her own, and she's not just like, oh, she's in love with the Traveler and that's her only characterization, you know? She's like, she's a very strong and traumatized woman, like, and I really appreciate that, because like, you could fall into the trap of this being like harem worship and like, oh no, everyone is a bland character and like, all they do is simp for the Traveler. I think this writing has done Citlali justice in terms of that. Like, not only, like, you can interpret her as, oh, she's in love with the Traveler, but she doesn't want to say it. But also you can say it as like, she is grappling with the idea of wanting to be friends in the first place when being friends with her has only hurt her in the end, you know? So overall, I like this story. It's sad. It's kind of bittersweet. And honestly, if Citlali was a real person, I think I'd have a fun time talking with her. I feel like we could yap about, like, you know, death and friendship for a lot of it.